Hello everybody, this is Oski, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look at Fortnite and their amazing art department's work in the key arts for each season. So I've got them all here, and I'm going to do a little tier list of them and share some thoughts. I just thought it'd be nice to highlight, the beautiful work that they do with, the Battle Pass skins, their renders, and this is how they promote each season and, have a beautiful visual for us to look at every time we log into the game. So let's shed some light on them. Starting it off, we got Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 1, key art. This is very nostalgic. It's the first thing many of us saw when playing this game. So it's definitely going to have a little bit of bias involved. But I like it because it represents exactly what the game is. You're hiding behind natural cover, or over here in the right corner, you're using your own built cover to hide. So it's really, really good, really solid. And for that, it's going to go in A tier. Now, Season 2 didn't really have a proper key art. At least I couldn't find one. So this Battle Pass image is all that we have, and for that reason, it's going to go in D tier because it's not really anything. Season 3, it's kind of just all the Battle Pass skins lined up. It's not very creative, to be honest, so we're going to go C tier. Season 4 is kind of the same. They were new games, so I don't know. I'm not hating on them, but it's just how am I going to rank that when there's some great things coming up? Season 5 is another Battle Pass lineup. I mean, they always look good. The renders look good, but it's just not it's just not very cool compared to the things we have upcoming, so that's why I got to put it low. Now, Season 6 is the exact same, so we're also going to be placing that one in C tier. And now, Season 7. Here's where we finally get some good key arts. This one's amazing. It captures the feeling and vibes I had during the season perfectly. You got the winter map behind you. The Infinity Blade is being showcased with the Ice King, which is a skin I really, really wish I got. Everybody's on the plane, which is kind of the main feature of this season. And when I think of Season 7, I think of all my homies standing on top of the plane with me, doing a dogfight or something in the sky. So that's exactly what this captures, and for that reason, this one's going to be an S tier. All right. Now we got Season 8. This one is another really good one. I remember staying up for leaks on before this came out, way late at night, and seeing this key art get leaked, and it just gave me so much hype. I think it captures the vibes of the season of adventure, glory, hunting for treasure perfectly. And it shows the Battle Pass skins off nicely. It shows the pirate ship. It shows all the attractions, all the map changes. So for that reason, that one is also going to go in S tier. We might move some things around, though. Not quite sure. Anyway, now here's the Season 9 one. We're kind of stepped back a little bit and regressed, in my opinion. I like the colorful aspect of this, and the colors match the skins. But at the end of the day, it is just the skins. But we're going to put this one in B just because they have that added thing in the background. So then after that, we got Season X, which my opinion is one of the best key arts. I know it's just the skins, but they do have the X there in the background at least. And I don't know, even if it is just the skins, there's so much aura exuding from this key art, and just the colors, the reflection, the way they're standing, everything about it is perfect. It's going to go in maybe S, but for now A. All right, now Chapter 2, Season 1. This key art is really good. It really symbolizes new beginnings, a new map. These characters, these defaults are looking out at a whole entirely new map. I love the greens. I love the just blue and green, which is kind of to me, Chapter 2 is all about just the nature of the island. So for that, it's gonna go in B. I think it's good. No. You know what? Let's put it in A. I might change it around, like I said. All right, now Chapter 2, Season 2. We got the spy theme with, everybody's favorite characters, Midas, Sky, Meowscles, TNTina, Brutus, etc. Overall, I really like this key art. I love the colors. I'm just a sucker for this color of red magenta into purple. And all the skins look great. I don't know how they're flying, but it's cool, so I don't really care. This one's going to go in S for now because it's also just iconic. I have a lot of great memories during that season. All right, now Chapter 2, Season 3. Couldn't really find that high quality image, but this one will have to do. For me, key art is okay. I'm not really a big fan of floating heads in the sky. So for that reason, I don't know. Obviously, it looks good, but for that reason, I'm going to have to rank it a little bit lower. We're going to go into B tier. All right, now we got Chapter 2, Season 4, not Chapter 4, Nexus War. This one is cinema, to be honest. You've got the big Galactus lurking in the background, and this one makes sense because he actually is big. He's not just a floating, scaled-up person. And then you got all the heroes doing their super sick poses. She-Hulk lifting the battle bus. I was going to say, why is the battle bus there? But, yeah. The colors are great. The purple and the blues match Galactus's colors. So we're going to go S tier for that one for sure. Also, there's no really order in which each one in each tier is ranked. I'm not doing all that. But yeah. All right, now Chapter 2, Season 5, 0 point. I'm not really a big fan of these ones that are all collaged like this with just random images kind of thrown together, especially of the characters. However, this one makes sense because the whole season was about Jones like rifting through these different realities, grabbing different people. So it makes sense, and for that reason, I'll give it like I'll give it B tier for now. I might move it up. All right, now Primal, Chapter 2, Season 6. I think this key art is just okay. It does have some great nature in the background and that spiral tower, and I like the boars and wolves being included because that was huge. But it's just okay in my opinion. It's also going to go in B tier. Now Invasion. This is a really great key art actually because just the dynamic perspective we have here, the alien ship sucking everything up. And, Rick over there in the corner. I just like the perspective on this one and the colors. And the big green font is really cool. So we're going to go with A tier at least. Actually, I think S tier is fine. All right, now Cubed. I actually really like this key art. There's a lot of good things happening here. You got a great composition. I like the way... it's very symmetrical. You got all the characters balanced out to each side. And I just think Carnage looks so effing cool in this pose right here. And I just love a lot of Battle Pass skins in this season. So I'm going to give this one another S tier. Alrighty, now we got Chapter 3, Season 1. In my opinion, I'm not a big fan of this key art. I don't like key arts where people are just like flying through the air necessarily. I know I put the Chapter 2, Season 2 one pretty high. That's because I have a lot of attachment to that season. I do with this one as well because this is a great season. However, I don't know. There's nothing really special that's happening here. It's kind of just the map and then them floating above it. I do appreciate that Spider-Man is swinging though. That's the one part that makes sense. The rest of them not so much. I know they just jumped out of the battle bus, but it's kind of bland in my opinion. So we're gonna go. We're going to go there. And we're actually about... No, I could stay there. Okay. Chapter 3, Season 2, Resistance. I think this one is pretty cool. I do like the pose of the Prowler. He's just sitting there aura farming. But, I don't know, overall, it's not really my favorite one. I think this wasn't really my favorite season either. So we're going to give it in B tier as well. All right, now Chapter 3, Season 3, Vibin'. I think this one is cool. I think it definitely matches the vibes, no pun intended, of that season. And I like the colors in the background. I like the way they're like flying up or just chilling, going down maybe. I don't know. I'll give it an A because I think it's unique. Paradise. I really like the vibes of this one. It's Chapter 3, Season 4. It kind of seems very spooky, very scary. They're like unsure, walking into the dangerous chrome. I don't know. I'll give this one A as well. All right, now Chapter 4, Season 1. I actually really like this key art. It reminds me a lot of Chapter 2, Season 1. Finding a new island. Our characters look outwards towards the island. And I just love the scenery of the Chapter 4 island, like the way it was floating in space with all the broken stuff in the background. I also just love this battle pass, so I'm definitely biased, but I'm going to put this one in S tier. All right, now Mega. this one is really great because it's highlighting the grind rails in Mega City, which was like the main attraction of the season. Also, I'm a sucker for Japanese, especially like futuristic Japanese cyberpunk type cities. So this one is also going to go in S tier. I just can't not put it in S tier. And then Chapter 4, Season 3, Wilds. I actually like this one a lot. I like the Velociraptor being featured, the vines sliding, and then I like how they're like running into a temple in the jungle. I love the greens. I love this logo up here. Very simple, but very good. I'm going to put this one in S tier as well. Now, Chapter 4, Season 4. I think this one's great. I mean, there's a lot of aura here. They're blowing up stuff and walking away from it. Really cool. Captures like the smash and grab vibes of the season with the business turret throwing down, people chasing them. I do not like Nolan Chance, though, so for that reason, it's going to A. Actually, no, it's going to S because of the colors. That orange and that blue teal is so perfect, but I hate Nolan Chance's face. Okay, now OG. I like this key art, and I love that they made it like a remix of the original key art by having it be from a different perspective. I think that's super clever and super creative. It's very fun. It's a very fun key art, very whimsical, original. So we're going to go A for this one. I don't know if it's that special, but it's really good. Now, this one I actually really love because of the unique perspective, and it's highlighting the trains, which were very big for this season. I also love this. Is this Lavish Lair in the background? I'm not quite sure. It might be Lavish Lair. Yeah, it definitely is. Jones and Hope fighting off people. I think it looks dope. I think maybe Hope should have been shooting at her sister, since, that would make more sense than like actually fighting, because that was kind of the whole point of the season. But I think it's a great key art, and it's one of my favorites. I also just had a lot of fun in Chapter 5, Season 1. I will never take criticism for that season. It was good. And now I have another one, which is kind of just the Battle Pass lineup, so I'm actually not going to rank that one. All right, now here we go. Myths and Mortals, Chapter 5, Season 2. I like this key art, and I like the way that Aphrodite's wings split the two biomes. I think that's super creative. The green in this side is super cool. And, yeah, I don't know. I like the way this gun's almost jumping off the screen at us. And I remember, like, the two new biomes were super beautiful, and so I get those vibes from this key art. It's also going to go in S tier. Now let's find where we are. Okay, so Wrecked, I actually also really love this key art. I mean, it highlights the cars. Just look how many cars are coming out of the ship, out of the, whatever it was called, the Leviathan. And I don't know, there's so much action in this shot. I love Peabody driving here. I love his action pose. I love all these details going on in the background. I think overall it's an amazing key art, and I actually really enjoyed this season, so I'm also going to put it in S tier. You'll notice that they have a lot of great key arts. All right, now Absolute Doom, another great one, another banger. There's a lot of aura in this picture. Dr. Doom is so cool. I love the way they're all like fighting, all jumping towards him, even though Emma Frost and Mysterio are kind of on his team. It's just cool the way they're all converging on Doom. And then I love that he's standing on a llama right here with his foot. I think that's phenomenal. And then the castle in the backdrop is perfect. Just really cool perspective, really cool. Overall, definitely S tier. And then we got Chapter 2 Remix, and this one is really great, but it's not really original. So for that reason, I'm just going to give it a B tier because we've already seen it before. I mean, it really didn't change anything except for the skins. So I don't really know how to rank that, but here's another one that I guess we can rank for that instead. This one, and it's also, remix of the original, the defaults finding the new map. I really like just how many clouds there are and how high up they look. And the map looks beautiful. I always loved the Chapter 2 map and how it looks. It was very, to me, that's what I think of Fortnite. I think of, the Chapter 2 map. It was a new era for Fortnite, but it was a good one. So we're going to put that one in at A. And now, some of my favorites are the Chapter 6 ones so far. Hunters has an amazing key art. This one is pretty good. I love the different colors here. This purple and red with the different towns and POIs being highlighted. Godzilla in the back looks so cool in the mist with the bridge behind him. Perfect design choice there. Seaport City looks great. and then the portal being at the center. I also love the logo for this season. I'm biased towards Japanese things because I love anime and the culture, and I'm studying Japanese in college. But this one's going high S tier. I know I said that it wasn't an order in the columns, but that one would be up there. And same for this one, dude. The Godzilla coming out of the clouds, all of them jumping out of the clouds. Daigo reaching, I love this. I love the flower petals and this text here on the side. Overall, it's peak. It's cinema. It's not even on here. But if it was on here, I would put it in... did I not put any of them in here? I would put it in S tier if it was on here, okay? Whatever. And then finally, Lawless. I think this one's okay. I'm not really big a fan of just like people being the center of the key art, but there's a good amount of action going on the side, and I love Big Dill and the brat robbing stuff over here. So for that, this one is going to go into A tier. And that's my ranking. Imagine that Chapter 6, Season 2 is here. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Well, the other key art. Imagine the other key art is here. I will. So that's all my rankings. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite seasons were, based on the key art, based on the gameplay, based on whatever you want. Make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. It's been Oski. Peace out.